Guys, we've got some breaking news to start the show with, and from the Miami Heat perspective, it is not good. Some suspensions have come down off the physical play from the Game 5 victory, and what a victory it was. 115-83, the Heat pounded the Pacers, but as you can see right there, Dexter Pittman pounding Lance Stephenson, and Pittman has been suspended 3 games without pay for striking the neck and shoulders of Lance Stephenson. Pittman, if you remember, started Game 3 of this series. And Udonis Haslem for that shot on Tyler Hansbrough. He has been suspended 1 game without pay for striking the head and shoulders of Hansbrough. It was announced Wednesday by Stu Jackson, NBA Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations. So both Pittman and Haslem were assessed flagrant 1s during the game. The league has upgraded those to flagrant 2s, and we'll get to the Tyler Hansbrough situation. I know he had a flagrant 1, and we'll get to the aftermath of that in a second. But, Greg, Udonis Haslem will miss Game 6. Who sees a minutes increase for the Heat to pick up for his absence? And, just flesh it out other than that if you can. I
think you might see some Juwan Howard potentially, but I think what you're going to see more than anything, you're going to see Miami probably play more small ball. I think that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to speed the game up. You're going to see LeBron a little bit more at the power forward, I would assume. And they're going to just try to deny Hibbert and not giving him a lot of opportunities to get touches. Remember, Hibbert's not a guy that wants 20 touches in the paint. I know everyone says, they got to pound him in the paint. That's not in his DNA. So if Miami can go with that smaller lineup and try to speed up tempo, they're still going to have a chance, obviously, to win a basketball game. But it's going to be a huge loss not having Udonis Haslem, the only guy on their front line that gives them anything offensively in terms of the ability to make a perimeter shot in the absence of Chris Bosh.
It's also going to be interesting late in the ball game. The other night, he was the key there in Game 4, knocking down big shots to Greg's point. So defensively, I've been very impressed with Shane Battier, how he's kind of taken David West out of the series the last few games. So to Greg's point, it'll probably be small ball, throw in James Jones, different guys like that, but more LeBron James at the power forward spot.
Rip, Haslem had 14-4 in Game 4, 10-6 in Game 5. Can the Heat beat the Pacers without Udonis Haslem and Chris Bosh?
Well, it's going to be tough. Without Udonis out there, he's been so great for them for so many years. And even the time where he got hurt a couple years ago, that really hurt them. And for him to be missing for the next game, it's going to be tough. But Miami's a great team. They're interchangeable at each position, and they love to play fast. When they put LeBron James in at the 4, they like to get up and down the court, spot up their shooters with Mike Miller and Shane Battier. So I think that they'll still be great.
I understand. And right now, the Tyler Hansbrough situation is this. His flagrant 1 was upgraded to a flagrant 2 by the NBA office, but he was not suspended. Greg, so 4 suspension games for the Miami Heat, none for the Indiana Pacers. Your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I didn't think it was warranted of a flagrant 2, I'll be honest with you, because in this case, he did make a play on the ball. I think what brought about all this stuff was the fact that these things escalated throughout the course of the game. Then after that, you get the Udonis Haslem play, and then you get I don't want to call it a malicious play by Dexter Pittman, but that was not a very smart play, and you could have done serious harm in that game.
And it was not a basketball play.
And you know what? Make another quick point. I think the league has got to look at how they assess flagrant 1, flagrant 2. I think that they're going to have to put it in the hands of the officials. If they call a flagrant 1, they should be able to go to the monitor and look to see if it should be upgraded to a flagrant 2, because that's part of the issue.
Right there on the spot, you think they should be able to do it?
They caught a little bit of heat because those are all called flagrant 1s, but a lot of times it's a bang-bang play. And if you're not in a good angle to see exactly what happened, you can't then go flagrant 2. Because, you don't want to put the onus on having made that call. So if they could then go to the monitor and the Udonis Haslem play, you see it was a flagrant 2, maybe he gets ejected from that game, but he may play in Game 6 because now that penalty had been doled out. Dexter Pittman was going to get 3 minimum, and then Tyler Hansbrough, I think, gets upgraded because of all of the aftermath. And you know what? The league's got to do this because we cannot have the start of our pregame show for a big basketball game talking about guys getting suspended and ejected for flagrant fouls. We got to get the focus back on the court and on the games. And so I think that this stuff is warranted in that respect.
What's your take on Hansbrough being upgraded to a 2 but not being suspended?
Hansbrough's perfect. I thought just the way he plays, it gets a little wild. His follow-through caught D-Wade's face, obviously. I don't have a problem with that, but it's this play right here. I think we've all been there. You go for a block shot, you follow through, you hit the guy in the face. Dexter Pittman, it put a sour taste in my mouth.
Look.
This right
Tyler just got a little sugar, a little coffee, a little cream with his coffee. That's all he did. He got a little cream
I'm
with his coffee.
not mad at Hansbrough. We know he's Psycho T. We know that's gonna happen from time to time. This right here.
Oh man.
This right here
that was tough.
is uncalled for from A to Z.
That was tough.
Period.
That was tough.
Period. We're not talking about a guy coming off the bench, you're getting a hard foul because Rip's gone to the basket or my point guard's gone to the basket and he knocked him down, hard foul. Okay, a guy comes in, hard foul, or set a hard screen, you get a foul call on you. But this could change a guy's life. You're going to have the collarbone, the neck bone, that's just uncalled for. So there's nothing Dexter Pittman can tell me or anyone around to say he's that sorry, knowing that at the very end, then you're going to wink to somebody on the baseline. It's like you meant to do that. Totally uncalled for.
I love the passion, D. Scott.